It was her junior year of high school when Meredith Ashy first put on that libero jersey, and she hasn't taken it off since. The 2013 MAC tournament MVP anchors a defense as one of the best, if not the best defense, arguably in the MAC. The defending champs offense was one to be feared coming into this year, but first-year head coach Deane Webb and his defensive mind has helped the Bobcats dominate from behind the 10-foot line.
We say quite often, if you block somebody, the hitter's like, okay, it just happens. But if you're a hitter and you hit your best shot and you get it by the block and it comes back up, I mean, it's really demoralizing. So we love doing that, starting out with the serve and then playing really hard behind the block.
Part of that block is current MAC leader Karin Bull, who leads the MAC with 99 blocks. Behind that, it's Meredith Ashy, who's currently third all-time in Ohio history in digs. But at the end of her illustrious Ohio career, she could be the best ever. But for now, she's focused on shutting down the top hitters of the opposing team.
I think just communication between the front row and the back row. You have to have some strong communication, like with the blockers, like knowing where you have to go in the back row. If there's a block miscommunication, then you have to find your way in a hole or try your best to work your way around it. But blocker defender communication is definitely the key.
That communication might be important between the legs of the front line and the libero, as the front row has to be ready at all times with Ashy flying around back there, seeming to dig everything in sight.
I've been surprised multiple times. I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, she got that up? That's insane. But I guess that's just more motivating for me to actually work to get off the net and turn that dig into a kill.
Between the blocks and the digs of the back row, this Ohio team has shown that they can win in offensive games as well as defensive games, thus setting themselves up for some postseason play.
Well, just being able to know that we can be a great defensive team, that helps against any opponent. It's helped us against teams in the MAC that maybe were in the middle of the MAC or lower part of the MAC. It's helped us against top teams. I think back to Northern Illinois, Eastern Michigan came in both leading the conference at hitting percentage, and we defended them well. It's something we always want to be able to rely on. We want to go into tournament play, whether it's MAC tournament or if we're fortunate enough to be in the NCAA tournament, you want to know that you can defend somebody. You want to know that no matter how good they are on the other side, we have a chance to still dig them. And that's an important piece for our team.